Are science and God at odds? We all know the story of creation, don't we, from the Bible? That in 6 days God created, and on the seventh day God rested. But a lot of people who are critical, maybe of faith, might say, well, they say that the world is billions of years old. How can this be if the Bible says it's only a few thousand years old? And so we as believers then have to reconcile our faith and what we believe in to that of what science is telling us. But in the story of creation, for example, the days of creation, we understand days today as 24-hour periods. And so probably we're applying that mindset of 24-hour days to creation. In the Psalms, it says that one day for God is like 1,000 elsewhere. And so there is no time in God, and this definition of a day and the working of creation, we should expand our mindset then to really see it as greater than that 24-hour period, that it could have been thousands of years, and that's how we're able to have a world that's so old and a faith that's so young. When it comes to faith and science, Pope John Paul II wrote a beautiful encyclical called Fides et Ratio, in which he really argues that faith and science are not at odds. And so if that's something you're interested in, I'd encourage you to go read that and just see what Pope St. John Paul II said. But also realize this, that a lot of different scientific theories, like the Big Bang theory, for example, actually was originated by a Catholic priest. A Catholic priest put forward the notion of the Big Bang. So again, try reconciling that with Christianity, with the story of the Bible. A priest, he understood creation and tried to reconcile the two. When it comes to some of the different things of faith as well, whether it's the stigmata, the wounds of Jesus that some people, some saints have had in their life. It's been examined, it's been evaluated by medical doctors. Different miracles have been tested, like the Eucharistic miracles. So science is helping to investigate faith. And sometimes what science says is that this is really real, that God has to be behind this. Science and faith don't have to be at odds. Our Creator God created the world and continues to put everything in motion as we know it. And He continues to sustain us in all that we do. Science doesn't need to disprove God, but rather science at the service of faith can help us understand who our Creator God really is. If you have a question about the Catholic faith or about being a follower of Jesus, feel free to submit it by emailing askapriest@spiritjuice.org.